Hey guys, welcome back to Tamiya Legends, and once again thank you for stopping by. So our first winter build kit has turned up, which is obviously the Tamiya BIGWIG, one of my absolute favourite cars from the golden era of RC. Now, before we start on this unboxing video, I just want to give a massive shout out to a gentleman called Harvey Hurst. His dad, who I speak to all the time, Lee, told me that they've both become Patreons, and his son Harvey is only 14 and he's doing his Patreon to support the channel out of his pocket money. That is just blown me away. Harvey, I can't thank you enough, and I really appreciate you watching. And you too, Lee. So I just thought I'd give you both a shout out. So back to the BIGWIG. First seen in 1986 on part number, I've written it down, 58057. Tamiya's 57th RC car. I can't tell you how much I love this. This car gets quite a lot of hate. So before we go into the unboxing, very short story time, but it's never short when I do it, is it? So I don't even know why I say that. So this is a 2017 Riri. Now, this is, when this came out in 2017, I was blown away by it. I just thought it was superb. I thought it was one of those cars we would never ever see again from Tamiya. And then the leak to press releases and things like that, and pictures started to come out. I was absolutely super excited about it, as were many others, because this has a special place in my heart within the Tamiya timeline. Why this was so special originally was it was a brand new chassis. It still used the hotshot sort of boomerang gearboxes, but it had a different sort of design to it. The big yellow CVAs set up differently, but it came with the Tamiya Technical motor, which we all know and love. Not so much on performance, but certainly on nostalgia and memories. But the second thing this car had, it was designed to use the 8.4 volt Tamiya Gold Power NiCad battery. So normally we were using 7.2 NiCad. This gives you an extra 1.2 volts, which plus that with the Technical motor, this thing was pretty ballistic for what it was back in the day. You know, a lot of guys out there, when I make videos like this, they'll say, yeah, but I was using Cyclone motors, and telling me these hot wines and stuff. Well, yeah, there were way better motors out there, I know that. But for a Tamiya lover like me, if someone was going from a hot shot with a 540 on 7.2 NiCad and they go to buy the brand new BIGWIG, you know, Technigold 8.4, this thing's 7 levels up in speed wise and performance from a 540 hotshot. Anyway, it's alright, I'll jump forward slightly. So when in 2017 it got released, I got hold of one straight away. I've had quite a few BIGWIGs over the years, and I've also been lucky enough to build a brand new original, which was pretty awesome. But it came out, I got one, and I always remember on a couple of groups I started to see the hate for it, or the dislike for it, because people don't like the body shell on it. And I took it kind of personally, if I was honest, because I just assumed everyone loves the BIGWIG, but everyone doesn't love the BIGWIG. And yeah, because a load of people had gone out and bought it, and then all these pictures started coming on the Facebook groups of all these beautiful box arts people had done. And then these, I'm not going to call them haters, but that's far too strong. But these people coming on going, oh look, another box art BIGWIG. These people are like sheep, you know. And I was like, I do get annoyed with that. It's your money, you can do what you want with these things. But ever since that, when I see posts about the BIGWIG, some are quite negative, and I don't know why. I've run one and they are superb. Is it TRF 503? No. Is it EC? But it's not a hot shot either. In my opinion, it's better. It's quite heavy, but it goes really well, and you get it on a loose surface, and it is excellent fun. So let's have a look at the 2017 Riri kit. Look at that box art. Again, for me, just does not get any better than that. That is pretty identical to the original box. A couple of changes. Obviously, I'm saying obviously, you might not know. The Riri comes with the Mooncraft Limited wing decal, where the original says Dick Peck in yellow, which I will be getting because it's, for me, this has got to look like the original. And the forward stickers, which they are now on the Riri, were Pennzoil on the original. And that Tamiya, from memory, was a red Weber, I believe. But looking at it, I would say that's pretty much it that changed. Obviously, top left-hand corner with the diagram of the chassis. I think the original showed the technical motor in it as well. You get quite a cool motor with this. But so anyway, let's get into the box. And that, my friends, is a box of Tamiya goodness at its very best. So we'll do this differently. We'll just take the bits out. So you have these really cool Mooncraft dished wheels, wide rears, narrower fronts. Very cool wheel. To fit on them comes the oval blocks seen on the Hot Shot. First seen on the Hot Shot, I should say. So wheels and tyres, very cool. Big sturdy bumper. Nothing too exciting to show you there. Then we have the gorgeous body shell. And this thing, I just love it. It's just such a... they call it, the whole shell's like a giant wing one piece. But yeah, absolutely love it. Cutting it out, it's fairly easy. A little bit of work to do when you have to mask it from the blue and white, because there's the stripes that run right up here, and you've got to get the masking quite high up inside there, so it's quite tight. But yeah, once it's done correctly, it looks awesome. This little bag here, I don't know what you would call them, but when the shell's cut out, they fit on the inside here just to fill it out. That probably doesn't make a lot of sense seeing it like this, but when it's done, you'll understand. What else we got? Yellow CVA shocks. Now, this is the chassis, which is, you can see by the shape of it, it is pretty unique. It's also got a rack and pinion steering set on this, which is very unique. Not the greatest of steering, but you can set it up and it's pretty good, to be fair. That plate there, that's like a top deck almost for the chassis. That lifts up on a hinge to get your battery in and out. Now, as I say, this does take the what was it, a 7-cell 8.4, but it also takes all the 7.2s or LiPo 7.4s now. That's your front and back gear cases, again boomerang Hot Shot style. And then we've got these cool decals. The driver figure in this, sorry, why I'm saying driver figure, I've just seen the clocks and his helmet decal, which is really cool. So I'll use the majority of them, but I will order a set, and I need to do it soon actually, a set from MCI, because as I say, I don't want to use the Mooncraft decal for the wing. I want the Dick Peck. And then, let's see if I can move that down so you can see. So this one, obviously, you've got your 3 forwards, but they should be Pennzoil. And as I say, I'll just believe that Tamiya there, I'll change it to Weber. There could be other changes, but that's kind of it off the top of my head. So yeah, that's cool. This section here is all for the body. So you have this big yellow cage. That's for the steering, that's for the speed controller. And then that's an air intake, an air intake cowl, which goes onto there, which is pretty cool. Rear shock towers, front shock towers, that's your rack and pinion, that gear there, that's just for your steering, very unique. And then the front and rear arms. I'm just thinking I'm not going to get all this back in the box, am I? CVA shocks, nothing special about that. That's the front and rear arms, top or bottoms, not sure which ones. And then we have the driver figure, which you can get a load of detail on as well, which is really cool. And then that just leaves, you also get the 2 metal aerials antenna. Oh, that's a straw. Let me pick this up so you can see it. So you also get these Now, this is a must to put on the car, in my opinion. The car looks bare without these. One of them was just to obviously wrap your aerial wire around, and the other side's just for show. But as I say, I think the car looks naked without them. And also, they do serve a purpose, because if you turn the car upside down, this saves a lot of the body, if that makes sense. And then finally, let's just have a quick look in this box. I should dig the motor out so you can see it, because the motor's pretty cool. So as I said, they tried to copy, or to make it look very similar to the Technical motor from back in the day with this design here. But you do get this cool, it's a 25 turn GT tuned brushed motor, obviously with a bigwig, sort of bigwig Technical decal on it. So I think it's a very cool thing to have, and we'll definitely be using this one in the car. You get the same motor with a different decal on the 2011 Avanti, and I ran that on 2S and it ran well, so the bigwig will be perfect with that. And then I won't dig all that out. The kit comes fully ball raced, which is awesome. And I think really that's about it. It's a lovely build. It's something rather different, and you've got to take your time on the body shell, because preparation is really sort of paramount on this shell to get it right, because it's very easy to get leaks at this end, and then that's extra work for us. So I managed to get it all back in the box, which is a first. So as I said earlier, this is my first sort of winter project build, and what I mean by that is, obviously I'm here in Canada and the winters are long, super cold, and usually full of snow. So there'll be hardly any running videos coming over winter. I do plan to do a couple. I've got a couple of plans, or I've got 2 plans for a couple of monster trucks to get out in the snow, because I think that'll work. But anyway, that's for the future. But it's more sort of bench work. So I've got quite a few kits on order now. Just as the first one that's turned up. Just happens to be one of my favourite Tamiyas of all time. So guys, what do you think? You a lover, a hater, or is it just okay? I should imagine there'll be quite a bit of, again, I'm not calling it hate, but I should imagine there'll be a few comments going, I just think that's one ugly car. You know, everyone's got an opinion, and it's great that we have. But I'd also say, if you've never seen one in real life, it's way better than any picture you can look at of it, and when you can hold the thing and what have you. Anyway guys, I'll shut up. So once again, thanks so much for watching, it's really appreciated. If you are new to this channel, please consider liking and subscribing to support us, and if you do that, smash that notification bell for our weekly videos. And as always guys, happy RCing.